Ladies and gentlemen, the road to State House for Fred Matiangi is gaining momentum day by day. After his homecoming on Friday in his backyard in Gusii land, Fred Matiangi today made his first appearance outside Kisii and Nyamira counties in Wamunyoro today to join together with other opposition leaders, the like-minded individuals led by their host, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And during that meeting, there were many elites, political elites, and apart from Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiangi, there were Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, Mithika Linturi, J.B. Muturi, former Minister Noah Wekesa, Kipruto Arap Kirwa, and even Maina Commander, I think, was present, just to mention but a few. Then there were the elected leaders who are also present. And I don't want to mention about the function or the event that was going on. I want to talk about the politics part of that meeting. You know, you can't gather all that contingent of senior politicians, former ministers, former vice president, former deputy president, for nothing. There must be something a bit serious than anyone would imagine. Now, there was this popularization of Fred Matiangi and to initiate him into the camp of the opposition. And Matiangi's speech is one which you need to listen to.
Wewe tunataka urudi kwa public life. Are you serious? Nikasema, there's no time in my life I've never been serious. Because wakati nilikuwa Minister for Education, mimi kazi sio shida kwangu, na kwanza kazi ikitajwa mimi nachangamuka sana. Nilikuwa hapa nafungua container ya mtihani saa 9 usiku. Napiga shule 15 hapa, naanzia Mudwaine kule Bishop Katimu Ngandu Girls, naenda kumalizia pande ile ya Nyeri huko juu. And I was all over the place. The following day I would be in Kambiamoto, opening containers at 3 a.m. in the morning, kupigana na wakora wa kusumbua watoto wetu kwa shule. Sasa mimi niko tayari kupigana na watu kama hao, ndio kazi yangu. Mimi niko tayari. Na najua hiyo kazi nyinyi wananchi ndio mnatoa hiyo kazi. Nyinyi ndio mko na kadi ya kura, nyinyi ndio mko na kipande, nyinyi ndio mtaamuka asubuhi muamue ni nani mnapea hiyo kazi. Sisi wakati ukifika, ninawaahidi mkitupea hiyo kazi mtaona vile nchi itaenda. Because we need to clean our country, we need to restore the faith of government so that people can trust the government again. That is, serikali ikikwambia kitu, kiongozi wa serikali akikwambia kitu, you can go to sleep and trust what they are telling you.
The reason why I chose Matiangi is because he is a front runner in this camp. And once he is a front runner, he must be given enough airtime. He must also showcase his ability to lead that camp and to lead the country, God willing, if he wins the election. Fred Matiangi is making first attempt outside Kisii, but with a very powerful speech and a message to the country and to the president. He is saying that he is ready than any other person would think of Many people didn't believe that he's serious about it. But he just mentioned some of the things he did and he can do. But there's another person whom his presence meant a lot. This is Noah Wekesa.
Mlembe Khandi. Mimi naitwa Noah Malang'ang'a Wekesa. Nimekuwa kwa bunge miaka 19 na nimetunikiwa na bahati ya kuunda vyama. Watu wengine wananiita coalition expert. Wakati nilialikwa hapa, I was very clear. Niliambia yule ambaye ameniita hapa akiwa kijana yangu wa Malwa, nikaambia yeye, mimi siendi kufanya siasa. Next year I'll be 90 years old. Chama. Na mimi nimefanya coalition hapa Kenya mara 4. Nimefanya coalition huko Indonesia, Southern Sudan na kila mahali. Mimi niko tayari kuweka hapa viongozi kuwasaidia wachague mtu mmoja. I can assure you today ya kwamba ukiweka hawa viongozi pamoja kwa miezi 2, miezi 3, wachague mmoja wao awanie kiti cha 2027, you will not get an answer. Lakini wenyewe wakichagua viongozi wao na watafute mtu anaitwa Noah Malang'ang'a Wekesa, I can assure you I'll give you the president of next year.
If you listen to Noah Wekesa's speech, it is enough for you to draw some reasons why he was present. And that one is alone to substantiate that my point that the race to State House for Matiangi is gaining momentum is something which will be witnessed in real time. Noah Wekesa said that he is an expert of the coalitions or coalition expert. He went on to remind the congregants how he helped Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto to bring their parties together. Therefore, the Jubilee Party was his brainchild, and he was assisted to do that with the former Meru governor, Kiraitu Murungi. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing to say much. This is clear that Noah Wekesa is here to advise this team on how to settle the issue of their political differences and to come up with a political outfit, whether a coalition or a single party, that will encompass and will reflect their ideas as a team which is so determined to send a President William Samoei Ruto home. To see these old men being called into action is like calling former champions or retired soldiers to come and help the soldiers in the battlefield with some experience, advices, which is required to win the war. Because many battles are not won in the battlefield. The battles are won in the camp, on how you strategize, on how you take on your enemy, to analyze the kind of the weapon the enemy might have armed him or herself with, to understand the terrain and the type of war you are going to engage in. That is the reason why the elders like Noah Wekesa, Kipruto Arap Kirwa, and Minor Commander are doing in this camp. For you to see Matiangi here, Matiangi being President Uhuru Kenyatta's candidate, in long run, there is a possibility that even Uhuru Kenyatta will support this formation. But there was another meeting in Nyanza, led by President William Ruto, where the high-octane politics also took center stage. But that is not the subject for discussion today. That one will be talked about later. Today, I just wanted to tell you that the man from Wamunyoro is so serious with the project of removing William Ruto in State House. He is ready to play the role of a kingmaker. If at all he will not go into the ballot, but he wants to be on the right side of history, that whomever he will support must clinch the presidency, come sun, come rain. He went out with the Secretary General of the UDA party, Cleophas Wahungu Malala, whom they know much about President William Ruto's strategy, weak links of UDA and Ruto as a person. So he is bringing together a team which he will trust with the task of sending President William Ruto home as early as possible. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking your time, and may God bless you.